Halo, halo. Witajcie, kochani. Na początek zwracam się tutaj do grupowiczów grupy Kocham Kraków, ponieważ jest taka informacja, bo dostaję pytania, kto jest autorem tej grupy, jakieś są tam niedomówienia, więc w 100% wymyśliłem tą grupę i od początku, na początku była to grupa Kraków czy w chmurze smogowej, taka forma, a potem po prostu rozwijałem to. In English later I giving the tak, także tutaj na czym polega grupa Kocham Kraków? Właśnie tak jak ja w tym momencie poświęcam swój czas, mógłbym być z grupą, postanowiłem zrobić taki krótki live stream, bo dla mnie krótko oznacza to nie więcej niż te 20 parę minut. Także przejdziemy sobie tu ze Wzgórza Wawelskiego na rynek. Tak troszkę nietypowo jakieś ciekawostki Wam rzucę po drodze na zasadzie live streamu. I oczywiście podkreślam jeszcze raz, polecajcie mój kanał i grupę samą Kocham Kraków. 30 000 już grupowiczów niedługo wybije, natomiast ciągle to się nie przekłada na posty, które są różnych youtuberów na grupie Kocham Kraków, bo to jest grupa otwarta dla właśnie youtuberów, którzy mogą też, bardzo kochają Kraków i też chcą właśnie coś przedstawić z niego, więc oglądajcie też ich kanały, subskrybujcie, bardzo ważna subskrypcja to jest szacunek dla twórcy. Jeśli oglądamy dany film i nie subskrybujemy, jest to tak jakby troszkę wejść na film bez biletu. Tak szczerze muszę powiedzieć. Dlatego wszyscy youtuberzy proszą się o te subskrypcje, one są bezpłatne. Naciśnięcie dzwoneczka jest niesłychanie istotne, ponieważ przypomina Wam o kolejnych naszych filmach, a jest to potężny szmat czasu, który poświęcamy. Bo żeby przyjść, przygotować taki film, to czasem trzeba z kilka godzin. Vlogi kosztują nawet po 10-15 godzin przygotowania. Czas nakręcenia i stworzenia. Więc tutaj taka duża prośba. Pamiętajcie o subskrypcjach. Zauważcie, że nie każdy mój film jest z tą prośbą. Nie jestem takim, była równość. Hello everyone, I told just for the members of the group Love Krakow, 30,000 members there on the Facebook, I've got such group, I'm main administrator. I'm now sitting in the Wawel Royal Hill. Krakow is the 1,000 years old. In one moment you see the beautiful panoramic view, beautiful sunshine, you see tourists strolling around. In the sunshine is the temperature, I think, plus 18 degrees Celsius. That is just like a miracle. That's why I got a little sun brown, I think. Yes, but we're taking short stroll. As you know me, I don't like long, 25 minutes or so. We're walking to the main market square like a kings. That is the royal route. There's a two direction, the main market square, so-called royal route. Look at this. That is the territory of Wawel Hill. Krakow was the capital city over 5 centuries and enjoy at first general view. You see the more and more tourists, visitors from Brazil, Ireland, Germany just behind me. Yes, that is the very safety and magic place, the most important safety, and the view on the Wawel Cathedral. Cathedral is like a patchwork. That's just a mixture of the styles. Krakow was put on the first UNESCO list, 1978. That is, imagine, UNESCO appreciated Krakow on the first UNESCO list, 1978. Why? Because of such mixture of the styles. There you see the Wawel Cathedral, 1,000 years old, with the Golden Chapel. That is of the dynasty Sigismund, Jagiellonians. That was Krakow was the capital, spread from the Baltic Sea to the Black Sea. Big thanks, just. I try don't welcome everyone because such streaming is later as the vlog. Also, the people watching later and they saying I still disturbing with the greeting other people and they accusing me that just I disturbing the talking. Okay, but look at this. Everyone is welcome. Here, the remains of the two Romanic churches. Dla polskiej publiczności krótka informacja, tak jak Kraków na pierwszej liście UNESCO i ta właśnie sałatka stylowa z katedrą wawelską, gdzie właśnie mamy mieszankę różnych styli, a tutaj imagine the Wawel was the Austrian garnison of Austrian-Hungarian. Hey, that's just Austrian-Hungarian. Big thanks, Jana. The Austrian-Hungarian garnison, and they make the here exercise field, and was just such destroying of the dead part. There was the left only remains, and we're moving towards the former Austrian hospital. That's just the building that is called new. I give you some secret with the age of hello Kala. That's just about the discover the old and new age of Wawel. If you see red bricks like over there, that's just the new. If the white bricks, it's mean the old. That's like a Polish flag, white and red. Oh, now if you like the take a pics, just have a look over there. Just I staying a little on the bench. That's just for the view on the Wawel Cathedral and Wawel Castle on the right. Just enjoy the nice temperature, plus 15 degrees Celsius. As it just absolutely is the paradise day with weather, no wind. We walking like a king's direction the main market square. You know, I could be with the group, but I decided to do live streaming. I came extra to the hill, Wawel Hill. There's of course city center, and walking with you for the 20 minutes, not longer, to the main market square. That's why stay in touch. Of course, thank you for any recommendation of channel, support and other matters. Then you got the first panoramic view on the former Jewish quarter. That's the most important, because then look at this. That is the beautiful sunshine, and we got it's feasible to take little view. Just I think then I'm staying on the wall. Look at this. That is the church of the Corpus Christi in the Jewish quarter Kazimierz, but it was the European Jerusalem. Jews and Christians stayed in the same competitive town. Since medieval, that was the competitive town Kazimierz, so close. And now the view on the castle. Krakow was not destroyed during the Second World War. Almost 100% building substance survived. That's why you see the view on the former vineyards and royal zoo. Here was even the lions, geopards and other camels. That was the old vineyards of Wawel. And look at this, the castle. And then most important, there's a little secret that always guides only they thought about that thing. Look at this, here is the white new things on the path. That's why the red bricks, there's the younger, that is the new. Okay, look at this, that's just, I'm staying, and the background is the former jail of the castle. Welcome everyone. Tak, także taki krótki walk. Przejdziemy taką nietypową ścieżką na stronę południową Wawelu, na taras. We walking the untypical road. Look at this. Here is just the former jail. That tower was used as the jail. But here is the new shortcut to getting the dragon, because the famous dweller were here, ogre, so-called Wawel dragon Smok. Every morning, imagine he ate virgins, young boys. They did big trouble for Krakowians. And they started competition between knights to kill the dragon, but no one, Dima, thank you, Dima. And the one of the very clever shoemaker, they killed a sheep, and from the sheep constructed a mock filled with the salt, sulfur and pepper, and gave it for the breakfast. He was the dragon had the beautiful breakfast, eating the sheep, the mock, but then he got the big stomach sensations. He was getting very thirsty. He came up to the Vistula river. In one moment we see the river Vistula, and drank water for 7 days. Have a look, there's just the nice pine trees, and in the background you see the Vistula river. He was drinking water for 7 days. On the 7th day he got his tummy became like a balloon, and then was suddenly Krakow, big bang. That's why maybe named Kraków as the big explosion. Look at this, at the tourists at the terrace, and one moment from over there. Hello, Julito, that's just the end. Then is one moment you see the dragon statue on the Wawel terrace. Look at this, that's just such view. Now the statue is 50 years old, and the belches we fire every 5 minutes. But everything now in the hands of Vladimir Putin. We depend on Russian gas to otherwise the gas installation. But then you see the lower, that's just the statue of dragon, Smok Wawelski. That's just all waiting for the fire. We waiting too. No, just we're getting. Vistula River is the third biggest, that's just the longest river in Poland, and over 1,000 kilometers. And there was the nice, it was feasible to swim. In 60s, on the other river side, you got the beautiful beach. Now there's a little fish, and again, it's a little feasible. All waiting for the fire of the dragon. You see the dragon over there. That's just the all waiting for fire. Maybe we are lucky and they're getting fire of dragon. And the statue is, as I said, 50 years old. Is the cave that you could visit in the summer. In one moment we walk on typical way through the former, hello, Ani, and the former exit. But in the summer is the opening, and now the cave. I try to put the gimbal lower, and you see exit from the cave. There was also escape tunnel. According to some tradition, the later French king Henri III, that was just we waiting. Maybe we are lucky, and the escape from Poland. There's a Henryk Walesa. Henryk Walesa uciekał też z Wawelu. There's just also we connect each other. If you got any friends there, that just you could use my live stream also to connect each other. Look at the Vistula River and dragon. Waiting for the fire out of dragon for one moment. Hello, greetings. Thank you. Time to talk. Excellent. Yevgen is the just recommended, of course, channel. There's just the friends. And we waiting little for the fire, but it's the beautiful, weather. As just I try to change for the, there's just the temperature now about the plus 18 degrees Celsius. It's just the wind chill factor. Behind the youngest building is just the former hospital of the Austrians. And we say in Krakow the young building is the 19th century, of course. Yes, or just I think sometimes it's the dragon on the strike. I think today maybe, but it's always in the rainy days is the problem with the battery of gas, and there is the no fire. But thank you, Julito. But it's just in the meantime, I show you the view direction the Tatra mountains. In the good weather, you could see the snow in the Tatra. There's only 100 kilometers south of Krakow. There's like a Polish Davos, Zakopane. There's the 2.5 hours to Zakopane. But then you see like a Vistula wave, that Japan center. Krakow is very friendly. We got the different international matters, and the Japan center is the since 1993. Manga is called. The Krakow, the big collection of the wood carving, and that is the Japan center manga over there, like a Vistula wave. You see that part? Then like a rocket is the church, exactly. In the district that was the plan during the Second World War as the German district, as the for German government. But was not destroying of that part. The church was left untouched. For instance, at the end of Second World War, Germans decided to blow the old bridges, and today the bridges are new, they are just replaced. Yes, we little waiting. Oh, that's I think the dragon is today on the strike. Just that's the funny thing with the dragon always. Okay, but have a look in the background, the Kościuszko monument, and about this national hero, I want to tell you. Thank you. Hello, Maria. About that hero, I tell you more words on the way to the main market squares. Just today, like a restaurant on the Vistula River, and the mount is the like a Krakow monument. The soil of all battlefields of Kościuszko were gathering and shooting the hill of Tadeusz Kościuszko. There's entrance to the dragon den. and the view that is always enchanting, the main entrance to Wawel Cathedral, Wawel Castle with the golden cupola. We started there, but we walking very, thank you Maria, a very untypical way along the wall, Austrian wall. This column was put up appreciating the freedom after First World War as just a special column in the middle. And that is the entrance to the Dragon Den. In the summer, you could buy the ticket. It cost like about €1. There's just to enter the Dragon Den. That's why it's the entrance. You see even a ticket machine. It's just very simple. But from there, we got the beautiful view. Very simple. But from there, we got the beautiful view over the famous Vistula River, the main river of Poland. Nice hotels, Cossack 3-star with the Sky Bar, Sheraton Hotel with Sky Bar, very good. There's always, if the Vladimir Putin visited Krakow, they always stayed in Sheraton Hotel. You know, there was the former Royal Brewery. And the very interesting, like with Italian cuisine, is the Hotel pod Wawelem, the hotel under Wawel. There's some tourists asking me where is the nice place to eat dinner or stay with the view on the Vistula River, and there's just the three hotels. Becoming much closer to that part. Oh, have a look again. The first hotel pod Wawelem. There's also underground parking, very useful information, as you got the best option to park the car underground. In the summer, on Sunday, the parking is free, the parking on the streets. Hello, welcome from Brazil. And look at this, the sheep as the restaurant and the people chillaxing, because now the restrictions are softer, slowly is getting better. The school going to children on Monday. That's why now more and more tourist visitors, the Valentine's Day, of course. That's why the whole for the friends, I want to wish all the best. You know, I'm the administrator of the special group Love Krakow. That's why there's just for in the Valentine's Day the all best wishes for the members of the group Kocham Kraków. Także wszystkie oczywiście najlepsze życzenia dla tych, co wytrwali z grupy Kocham Kraków. 30 000 już prawie członków będzie, także wszystkiego najlepszego przy okazji tego przejścia. I tak sobie właśnie nietypowo przejdziemy takim północną częścią Wawelu, gdzie trafia tutaj mniej niż 0,5% turystów. To są mury, zobaczmy tutaj. We walking untypical way. Only 1% of the visitors strolling. You see, the bodyguard is only walking here. It's like a spooky part of Wawel. In the Wawel, there are 38 apartments, mainly for the priests and professors. But the whole hill is closed at after sunset. That's why it's just a very special place. No for the public. And we walking direction the old town. You see, just on the left, just the old town Kraków, and we walking untypical north side to resign of the crown. Also, they just escaped. There was just bad luck to them, like a French king Henri III. Escaped from Wawel and was just very soon killed in France. That's why the Wawel is the very special place. We got with the full respect. We should respect the 1,000 years history of that place. Look at this place. Look at this St. Mary Basilica just in the background. Oh, I see now that there's just even little tourists in that corner. But who is coming here? The Polish-American national hero, Tadeusz Kościuszko. Why is that so important? He supported the George Washington in the first American war in the 1777. He was on the Francophone side against British. And his friend General Pułaski, the Polish hero, saved life even of George Washington. But the Kościuszko, you know, was the friend of the black people, Indians, Jews, and he didn't recognize people of the color of skin. Very important. And George Washington appreciated him with the slave. We got the one black man as the appreciation for this help. And Kościuszko said, what is this? And George Washington said, oh, this slave is worth of the 300 kilogram sugar, 16 rifles. And Kościuszko gave him freedom immediately. He arrived to Poland and freed own farmers, own villains, and with a group of kosynierzy of the farmers conquered 10 times bigger Russian army. That was the biggest victory by Racławice. That's why on this monument with the hat he's pointing the famous victory by Racławice, close Kraków. Then he was the, of course, insurrection of Kościuszko uprising against Russia finished. He was captured, put to jail in St. Petersburg, and then he was freed by the Tsar Paweł, but he couldn't visit anymore Poland. He came back to United States and advised Thomas Jefferson free slaves. Even they was talking with Indian leader Little Turtle, and Little Turtle got the new eyes of him. What does it mean, new eyes? Kościuszko gave him his glasses, and he got the new eyes of. And Little Turtle was appreciated that Kościuszko told about the extermination of Indians and gave him peace pipe. That's just as the souvenir. There's such artifact we've got in our Kościuszko Museum in Kraków, close this hill. Krakow, Waterloo. That's why I look at this. That's just the most important walk to that part. Or just gimbal is making crazy. Or just okay. And the monument was destroyed in the Second World War and replaced. Także to jest prezent of. Ja powiedziałem właśnie historię Kościuszki, którą polecam też tutaj. Programy o Kościuszce to w języku polskim mamy dużo, dlatego chciałem w języku angielskim podkreślić. And have a look, that is the main entrance to Wawel from the city side. I putting my gloves, you see, just the slit is getting pretty cold again. In the sunshine is plus 18 degrees, but now you feel like a minus 3 degrees Celsius. And the such gates are closed just after sunset, or just... And have a look on the right, you've got the donations of the different famous families of the restoration of Wawel. In 19th century was the strong destroying of Wawel by Austrian soldiers, and there are different names. There's just even here interesting. I discovered today such name. There was just the group of the Bydgoszcz. You see the citizens of the city Bydgoszcz 1921. They gave all from the American secretaries of the YMCA. Look at this YMCA donation over here. That's just over 600 the most important names restoration of Wawel at the beginning of 20th century. Look at this. We're walking the royal route. You could feel like a king. Thank you very Janusz from Toronto. That's just everyone. And in one moment we get the Krakovic Chapel. There's just the band they're playing every day for tourists. You see the slowly more and more tourists in Kraków. And Priester Seminary. Feel free to ask any questions. Krakow is the second biggest city in Poland, 780,000 citizens and over 150,000 students and 40,000 pigeons. That's the most important. But we've got the 7 universities, and the oldest university in Poland, the Jagiellonian University. That's just created 1364. Now it's again called, look at this, no, the wind chill factor in the shade side, minus 3 degrees Celsius. That's why it's just minus 3 degrees Celsius. That's the wind chill factor. Okay, just let me change the camera, because in one moment we see the interesting chapel on the way, and we're getting royal route to main market square. As I promised, I don't want to make the long live stream, not boring. And then we're getting the Kanonicza. So now listen to. Just okay. just we have to cross the road just and the former bridge and the gate, one of the 7 gates of Krakow, to the oldest street of Krakow. As you see, Kościuszko monument in the background, and there's the just nice warm atmosphere. Obviously, the wind chill factor minus 3 degrees Celsius is just the most important. And have a look. Just we entering the oldest street. Then of course I recommend you my vlogs. You could watch the vlog about the Kanonica, but now you've got the fresh view what's going on now on the Kanonica street. Such live streaming, feel like a king, royal kings here entering Wawel, but we walking direction the oldest square, the old market, Maria Magdalena, and then the main market square, just the 1000 years old atmosphere. The main majority of buildings that of course of this here stayed even as the student and the Bishop John Paul II. In one moment we see his photo. That's why the very important person. I've got the friends from Dubai, anywhere, as I just always appreciating John Paul II. Look at this. Here is the Karol Wojtyła, just smiling to us. That was just the place. Here lived 1951, 1967, John Paul II. Today is the museum connected with him. Thank you, Malaysia. This very important person, very friend to anyone. He was everyone felt very good with John Paul II. And have a look, there's the view, the most attractive, if you like the postcard, such postcard moment, we've got the delivery service. Thank you, singer. Oh, this is perfect. Please connect each other. It's very beautiful. I like relaxing, chillaxing music, singing of the singer J.I.H.O. There's just Anita. There's just, oh, have a look, Kanonica view. And we walking, it's not far from here to the main market square. You know, here is the Copernicus Hotel. There's only name. There's just the paradise. Look at this, Hotel Copernicus. And then I show you the nomination of Michelin. 16. They got the nomination of service. You see that sign is most important. With star is only one restaurant nominated with Michelin star, but you see the Copernicus Hotel, very nice place. The German chancellor, they prefer to stay in the Hotel Copernicus, such as the Gothic style. They like such form. Yes, in one moment we getting the oldest square, just the old city center of Krakow and old square, Stary Rynek, but it's just the Marine Square. There's the Church of Maria Magdalene. You get just very talented artist on the way. Always is the just waiting, is the very cold, but he's still showing the such nice wood carved figures. Just we could see even there's just the handmade. He made the even every day, even in such cold weather. Dzień dobry, można machać, bo to na fajny live stream taki to zawsze przedstawiam. That's just very, very nice. That's why always you could get the such nice wood carving. For instance, that's just the excellent collection. And then one moment, we see the most typical view from the Discovery Channel. So that is always they making like a symbol of Old Town Kraków. The Peter and Paul Church, like a smallest church in Krakow. Why the smallest church? It was so small the apostles had to get out. And at the top you see the king that relocated capital from Krakow to Warsaw. Dzięki, Ryszard. And then you see the fragment of the Maria Magdalene Church. It was exactly that place used to be the church, but was the big invasion of Tatars. They plundered the whole city center, and the Krakowians, they found refuge in the oldest church over there. Look at this, there's the St. Andrew Church on the right. This direction 1 o'clock. That is the oldest church of Krakow, St. Andrew Church, 1000 years old. Since medieval, there are still nuns of Poor Clara. The nuns aren't permitted to get out. Only if the Pope, President visited Krakow, Queen, they are permitted to get out. That's a just very special place. And look at this, and the street that is slowly tourist group strolling. There's Italian atmosphere, you know, the melange, a mixture of the different styles, because here Adam, there's the Roman style, this that church. That is the Baroque, like in Rome, Il Gesù church, Baroque. Then we've got the Gothic style. That is the faculty of the Jagiellonian University with classical style. That's why look at this, the people life. There's just the normal life is coming in Krakow, and just. Thank you, Alicia. That's perfect. Bunda, Yoli, that's just please, of course, stay in touch. Recommend just the Krakow on my little channel. Just I still looking for the method of making, of course, attractive. Parallel to the YouTube, I do the tours on the Heygo platform. Heygo is very progressive. I don't. There I've got the 200 followers. But there's the platform that there's appreciated tour per tipping also, and that's why there's a very important people that just appreciate my tours. That's why I do the tours like live streaming tours about 1 hour, illuminated Krakow, KL Plaszow, the Schindler's Factory and the ghetto. That's why there's the places and interactive. They could ask different questions. That's why also here I tried that you could ask if you see something interesting. That just please hello Bunda. That's just again that's just the most important. Look at this. That is just entrance to the former kind for the free city of Krakow. That you see the old numbers of the, and today is the Politechnika Technical University, and here is just the good information for people that want to eat something not expensive. Naleśniki, there's the Krakow naleśnik is the called pancakes, very delicious pancakes, and here is the secret local pianola, Sinat number 7, that you've got the excellent zapiekanka Polish pizza. Oh, look at this, Sinacka number 7, very warm, nice atmosphere, and that is just the Polish pizza zapiekanka served here. Look at this, that's just the very yummy, and the price is about the 16 zloty or so, but the vegan food they offer, and of course mulled wine. That's the coffee with cake, of course. But it's the very warm, nice local, and the students' price, so-called, because it's the just little secret corner. And there's the street was called former Jail Street, but we are in the part of the Royal Route. We just getting to the busy street to the castle Grodzka. And in one moment, the main market square, and that's why stay connected as the children. The museum of the Harry Potter over there is just the leaky cauldron of Krakow. That's why leaky cauldron, down under, you could. Yes, just katedra, katedra wawelska nie jest możliwość filmowania, nie ma możliwości z katedrze, tylko z turystami na żywo już. Także do katedry nie filmujemy, w katedrze nie robimy zdjęć. W sumie nawet nie starałem się jakieś zezwolenie na tej części. Mamy takie święte miejsca w Krakowie, gdzie po prostu tutaj, a szczególnie wnętrza, gdzie jeszcze mówienie w masce jest strasznie komplikowane. Także tutaj ja preferuję tutaj zwiedzanie na zewnątrz. Prowadzę tury też te segwayowe, zwiedzanie na walking tury, także te zewnętrzne jeszcze formy. Muzea na razie tutaj pozostawiamy tak sobie samym. Poza tym mówię, filmowanie w katedrze wawelskiej, specjalne zezwolenie. And have a look, that's just the Royal Route. Just we are so close the main market square, the St. Andrew Church, the oldest church in Krakow. That, as I said, during the invasion of Tatars, there was the big height for Krakowians, and now with sunshine is much better to walk the main market square. Oh, just the path. Just if you like the Hungarian cuisine, is the Balaton here on the way, and of course Bagel. Hello, just and that is just nice Bagel. That's just the pretzel, Krakow pretzel. That's the very special speciality. You've got the with sesame, poppy, or just with salt. That's just such form. And the king that was called the demon of sex, August III Strong. strong had the 60 wives and 365 children, and there's not so matter so many wives but so many mothers-in-law. That is the art. There is the August the Strong, electron from Saxony and King of Poland, and his son August III, the last coronation of Wawel, and his wife Katarina, Polish wife. That's just the restaurant Under Angels, restauracja pod aniołami. And the Grodzka. Jesteśmy na Grodzkiej. Just we getting in one moment the main market square. You've got such beautiful attractions like souvenirs and colors, just the such form, but it's just against the sunshine. It's just hard to see that part. Okay, let's go. Not to making too long the live stream. That's just the, as I said, temperature about in the sunshine plus 10 degrees Celsius, but just in the shade you feel much cooler. The restoration of the last ruined house on the Grodzka. There used to be the former synagogue inside, and now we're waiting what's going on with that building. You see restoration of the house that was used as the synagogue. So close. Was there something breaking on the live streaming? We walking. If you got the problem with the, try to refresh. If you refresh, there you got the good connection. Look at this. We got just the magic dorożka cab, Krakow taxis. They're just always business father and daughter. There's always statue face. And look at this. The dorożka is coming, and Franciscan monastery. There's always magic moment. You feel like 100 years ago. That was the main communication. We've got the horse trams in Krakow, and this is just the horse tram. And we're following horse tram to the main market square. Yes, that's just this is the most important. We are in the one of the biggest pedestrian zone in Europe. There's just over the 1.5 kilometer and half kilometer wide. That's just the big pedestrian zone in Europe. The Krakow, after putting on the UNESCO list, was just nominated as the main place, very friendly for tourists. You got a lot of apartments. You got the R&B on the other Kingdom. There's a good reservation for the very quick, very good recommendation of the TripAdvisor, and of course paradise of the restaurants, different cuisine, not only Polish but Greek, like here from the left, Acropolis is the Greek cuisine, but we've got a very good Polish food, like here on the right, hash browns, dumplings, pierogi. Look at this, that's just the restaurants with the Yes, absolutely. There's just the springtime, there's just the temperature, they say in the sunshine, even plus 15 degrees I felt. And the most impressive, the Cloth Halls, the oldest shopping mall of Europe in the middle of the main market square. We are just getting to our destination. I see the streaming was the extending to 40 minutes. Just we take the just longer little bit, but just as I promised, we are just and there you see the Krakow Pisa Tower, the former town hall, the leaning tower of Krakow, the town hall tower, and the third biggest market square in Europe after Rome and Venice, 200 meters. Just I could tell you little my secret. Also just I give you the view on the cab and the just in St. Mary Basilica. Oh yes, the late evening. Where's wishes of Alesia? Look at this, the cab going, and the St. Mary Basilica, 800 years old in the background. Mary Basilica, 800 years old in the background. Just a very friendly. And the next cab. Oh, you see that. And the next cab. Oh, you see that. Today is the very busy day for the. Today is the very busy day for the dorożkas, we say that's a such cabman. Okay, just let me change the camera. As I said, I don't want to extend hours the part. always is my big ask to you that just please watch the old vlogs around Krakow, you know, about Magic City. Recommend my channel, support city. Recommend my channel, support each other, and all the best wishes, Valentine's wishes to all YouTubers. No i po polsku dla wszystkich najlepszych grupowiczów Kocham Kraków. Ta informacja też była tu jako administrator o tym, aby robić tą grupę Kocham Kraków apolitycznie. I tutaj tak pozostanie. That's why you and then other live streaming tools usually very unexpected appeared, as you see, but I think it's such spontaneous matter is that just a gain too. Okay, thank you, enjoy, and see you at the next tours. Bye bye. Do widzenia.